Jabari, thanks so much for joining us. Great week to have you in. The Spurs have been all over the news, and not for good reasons. The latest to join the injured list, guard Derek White, just suffered a torn ligament in his heel. What else have you heard about his injury?
Well, I mean, obviously it's not good, for the Spurs. You're coming fresh off of, Lonnie Walker getting injured and then DeJounte Murray. But the good thing is it's a 6 to 8 week thing that's what they're hoping. Obviously, the Spurs are very, very cautious about the way that they do business injury-wise, and they're not going to rush guys back. But, I mean, it's definitely not good because your point guard depth just continues to decrease and decrease. Again, it's not a season-ending thing. You just hope that Derek White can get back into the lineup sooner rather than later. And if it is around that 6 to 8 week, Spurs haven't had a timetable yet, but if it is around that 6 to 8 week time frame, that he'll be back before this year is over. So, it's just a tough hit for them right now, but it is what it is. Nobody's going to feel sorry for them. Once that ball goes up in the air, everybody's going to try to beat them.
You mentioned Murray's ACL injury. You also mentioned Lonnie Walker's torn meniscus, and now White's injury. How do these three injuries affect the Spurs lineup?
Well, they're going to go with Bryn Forbes. They went with him in the final preseason game to start. The interesting dynamic with Patty Mills is that he fits with that second unit. He's very, very good with the second unit, and they don't want to mess with that. Now, if they have to bring him in, they have to. Patty's more experienced. He has experience running the first unit. But, Bryn Forbes is capable. They had Bryn Forbes. They tested him out in that point guard spot at various times over the last 2 years. So they feel that he's capable to come in there and just do the job. Now, just because he's the starting point guard doesn't mean he's going to have his hands on the ball. They'll let DeMar DeRozan bring it up sometimes, maybe Rudy Gay bring it up sometimes, have Brent come off the ball. The good thing about Brent is he's a great three-point shooter. He's a very solid three-point shooter. So him coming off the ball, coming around screens, it might be effective as well. So, I mean, this is just more about having that guy that can come in there, get guys in position, get guys established. If anything, not having a guy like DeJounte Murray or Derek White in the lineup, or if you go with Patty Mills in that second unit and don't start him, it's going to affect guys like LaMarcus Aldridge because they need point guards to get him established. He needs a point guard in that position. So it's going to affect maybe guys like him. But again, they got to get over it because once that ball goes up against the Minnesota Timberwolves, all bets are off. Timberwolves are going to try to come in and spoil their home opener, spoil their season opener. So they got to get it done. But I think Bryn Forbes, I like him in that position. I think he'll be fine. He'll hit shots. He'll hit three-pointers. And I think Bryn's a better three-point shooter than DeJounte Murray and Derek White. So, that it's almost like an addition by subtraction type of thing. But it's going to be tough for them. It's going to be tough. But, again, this is where they are. They got to just move forward from here.
How likely is it that the Spurs look to trade somebody or sign a new guard in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think they're going to give everybody their opportunity to prove that they can be a part and be a backup or be the first or second unit point guard. Keep an eye on a guy like Nick Johnson. He came in, he was with the Austin Spurs last year. He knows this system. I think he's a solid backup. He's going to have an opportunity to make this roster. And if he gets cut, then I think they'll go out and they'll look at veterans. But the key thing with this is you can't just bring a guy off the street, right? Because you bring a guy off the street, then you got to teach them the system. It's going to take them weeks to become accustomed to everything. I mean, remember, training camp started last month, and now the Spurs are in the flow of things. So to bring a new guy in, he's going to have to go through the motions, right? So, I don't think they're going to, just rush to bring a guy in. The word I'm hearing around the league is that there are calls being made to the Spurs, free agents and agents who are telling them that listen, I got a client that's available, and the Spurs are telling them, hey, listen, we're not at that point right now. We're not going to panic. We're going to see what we have first, and then we'll go ahead and make the moves from there. So they're playing chess right now. They're not rushing on anything, but like I said, I think this unit, they're going to test it out first. Nick Johnson, let's say that he's impressed enough where he could stick around for a few weeks, at least until they get a guy like Derek White back, and I think he'll have an opportunity to stay on the roster, to make the roster, to prove that he's a capable backup.
Jabari, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, Jill.
You're watching Sports Tonight, San Antonio's only nightly 30-minute sportscast with exclusive sports coverage you won't find anywhere else.